Well, a good Monday evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you may be, sit back, get ready, grab your popcorn. Monday Night Thunder, Dirt Slingers Racing League, Big Block Modified Series, live for you tonight. Williams Grove Speedway, one of the most famous dirt tracks in all the world. And they brought the big blocks here. Doing battle. 13 cars are all that have checked in for tonight, but that's all right. They are going to get the show in no matter what. All of your top points getters are in the house tonight. Nathan Vossi is here. Matt Westfall, Buddy Ware, Jacob Schmutz. That's the top five. Larry Moody included in that. And they are only separated by 13 points. Your top four are separated by a mere 5 points heading into round number 5 of 10. Nathan Vossi holding it down here with a huge 477-point accumulation over the first 4 races. Westfall's at 475, Ware at 474, and Schmutz at 472. Larry Moody 464, so not that far out. And you can see Moody third quickest in here right now. Lindau is right there in second. And Mr. Lindau is 8th in the points. He is 77 points back, but very quick. All of the top guys in here, Westfall and Schmutz right there together, 8th and 9th quick. So we're going to have a good one no matter what. Quick drivers meeting before they head out for the qualifying sessions. Short track last week at Fairbury, and it was a doozy. Got drivers out on the track now, so we'll go take a look. That's a 73 of Moody. 5th place in the points right now. He's getting his warm-up lap in. Schmutz just rolled out of the pits. Colby Collins had a podium run last week. Garrett Boyd, Buddy Ware, and Colby Collins, and all 3 of those drivers here again tonight. We'll see if Garrett Boyd can go back to back. Right now, Moody out of 4, and he'll put up the first time this evening. We'll see what the mark is to beat. First lap around. Hines got him. Then Johnson drops him also. Travis Johnson, 2062. There goes Westfall past the stripe. Might be on his first lap around. Johnson and Hines 1-2. Collins was 3rd quick. Now Hines goes fastest. Now Collins goes quicker. 2051 the mark to beat. Scott Thomason in there 5th quick. Matt Westfall 2045 goes to the top of the chart. Boyd on track, and he's 8th quick. And he's going to shut it down pretty fast there. Kevin Hanley now. Quickest in the practice session, and he is quickest in qualifying as well. Destroys the quick time. 2033, 12 1,000ths. 12 100ths of a second. 100ths of a second. And his second time around, a tick slower, 2042 for Hanley. So he goes just a little slower. Ostendorf on track. He's going to run out of time. Short qualifying session. The guys couldn't sit around and wait too long, so they had to get it going pretty quickly. Drivers getting ready to start gridding out here. And we will take a look at that starting lineup with the 4-car invert. Your points leader, 562 of Nathan Vossi. Will start pole in heat number 1, Lindau. And the 214 going to start on his outside. You'll see the 125. It's actually, I think, the 15 car of Colby Collins on the inside of row number 2. Next to the Cadillac man in the 110, Kevin Hanley. Buddy Ware, the 49 machine. Back row inside, and he's got his partner with him in the 21, Garrett Boyd. Last week's race. So the top 3 from last week's race, all in heat number 1 here at Williams Grove. As Boyd starts in that 6th spot. Hello, Mr. Nichols. How is Charlotte on this fine Monday evening before we start the World Finals? I know Tim and Cody made it out there. Saw a couple of posts on Facebook today that they had arrived. I think they arrived about 3 or 4 o'clock this morning. But they were getting ready to get things set up. If you're going to be at the World Finals, make sure that you drop by and see Tim wherever his booth is. And I don't know where he's going to be set up. Pretty sure it's about the same place it was last year. So if you're there last year and you've seen him, go by. I do know that tonight, for the winner, he will have a World Finals T-shirt for that driver. We're going to get their information at the end of the night. Figure out where we're going to send that thing. And that'll be something special for the boys. Very nice. You guys don't get started till Wednesday, correct? All right. One more time around. Make sure the drivers know where the start line is. They'll get them started right down here in the middle of 3 and 4. Right from about here to about there is the start zone. There's a couple of track status lights on the outside of turn number 4 that they use as their start line. Guys, make sure you say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Got a favorite driver? Shout them out. You never know who might be watching. That driver may respond to you. Heat number 1 of 2. We're ready to get going. I have not seen Patrick Coluccio even take time in practice. He didn't take a qualifying effort either. That may have been a scratch for the night. So we may end up with only 12 cars, but it doesn't matter. A couple quick heats. We'll go to our feature. Boys will get out here, rip 30 laps real quick. Pace truck is out of the way. Time to go racing. And the green flag is in the air.
Green flag.
Bossy grabbing the early lead. Couple of cars with contact. Ware and Hanley back here. They're going to get going again. But everybody going to be chasing Vossi. Here comes Collins, rolling it low and slow through turns 3 and 4. Lap 1 in the books. Vossi, Collins, Lindau, Boyd, Hanley, and Ware taking the car straight to pit road damage to the right front on the 49 machine. Second time through turns 3 and 4, and I thought Collins was going to be able to get the nose in there. He was not able to get there and move. Vossi running kind of a modified slider line here. Hello, Dan. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Watching over on Twitch tonight. There's old Tiny Dancer himself. Don't forget your pictures tonight there, Tiny Dancer. Slip in the server. Get you some shots. Coming around this time. Going to be halfway. 4 down, 4 to go. Vossi's still out front. Collins closing in, though, and Collins is getting closer and closer. I think pretty quick you're going to see a battle for the lead as they start to inch away from Lindau. Boyd up to 4th, and then Hanley trying to make up the ground. He last on lap 1, turn 1. He needed a caution to get back in. He'll be in the feature no matter what. You'll see the 110 car make its way forward. 3 to go, and Collins with a big run. He got a little wide, put the right rear up against the outside wall. He had a huge run, and I think if he could have kept that momentum right there, he might have been able to get a slider done down here in 1 and 2. But as it is now, he's going to have to reset, go back on the attack, and try to chase down that 562 machine. Popsicle sticks from the starter stand. 2 to go, heat 1. Vossi still in command, but Collins just keeps reeling him in. Now Lindau has figured out what it is that Collins is doing, and he is getting closer as well. White flag coming out this time. The battle will be for the lead. That time, good run through the middle. He had that car square and straight, just couldn't get a bite on the exit, but he's got the nose there. Can Vossi shut the door down in 3 and 4? I don't think he can. He's got to use the momentum on the high side, try to hold off Collins, and they make a little contact on the exit. Vossi's going to win the heat. Collins a second, Lindau third, Boyd fourth, Hanley and Ware rounding things out. Good race right there. So we'll get ready. 7 cars in this heat race. This is how we're going to start them. The 6, Scott Thomason on the pole with Travis Johnson in the 8 on his outside. You'll see the 25 of Ryan Hines start inside of row number 2. Next to his Ohio buddy, Matt Westfall in the 54. And then Larry Moody, the 73, inside row number 3 next to the 1 of Jacob Schmutz. And the 4th and final row, all by himself back there, 32 car of Tom Ostendorf. So pretty much almost half this thing is Ohio. Got Larry Moody, Missouri, Jacob Schmutz in Kansas, Scott Thomason in Oklahoma, and Travis Johnson. It says Midwest. I'm not sure. Maybe Iowa. I'm not really sure. Don't have info on it. So the sprint car driver, Scott Thomason, will get this thing started right here. Maybe not this time, maybe next time. And Scott Thomason, whoa! He's getting it out the way. It looks like he is going to drop himself to the back of the field. So we're going to have a new pole sitter. Johnson. Moody will move up to row 2, and Ostendorf will move inside of row 3 next to the 1J of Jacob Schmutz. So Thomason electing to move to the back. As much a courtesy as anything, I think, right there. Is it cold and snowy up there in Syracuse, New York, Dan? Or is it just cold? All right, Hines and Johnson. Hines on the outside, Johnson on the inside. Actually, that's wrong. Johnson's on the outside. Hines is on the inside. So Ryan Hines will start on the pole here.
Green flag, green flag.
There's the green flag is going to fall. Hines is there at Moody trying to go. Westfall and Moody with a little contact. Now Schmutz contact with the left rear of Westfall's car. Good battle for second. Moody trying to drive it down in the corner deep. And move Johnson up the hill, and he couldn't quite get it done. And Johnson all over the back end of Hines's machine, getting down to 1. That almost checked up everybody behind. Here comes Westfall. Big head of steam on the outside. He's not going to be able to get there for 3rd. Now to the outside. Oh, I thought Johnson was going to shove his nose on the outside right there of Hines. He is getting monster runs coming off the corners. Going a little wider. Now pulls alongside the short way around. Loses him a couple car lengths, but that run down the front stretch keeps him right there. Westfall with the slider around Moody. Had to check up before he doored Johnson. Now he'll fall back into the clutches of Schmutz back here in 5th. This is getting a little interesting at the front because Moody is all over Johnson. Johnson's all over Hines. And it is just who's going to make the bigger mistake earlier. That time Moody with a big run on the inside down the front stretch. Now finds bite on the bottom. Can he make it 2 in a lap? He didn't quite get there on Hines, but that's not over just yet. 3 to go this time by top 4. Under a blanket now. Moody up to the 2nd position. Just cannot find the line to get the bite on the exits of the corner to get around Hines, and he lost 6 car lengths in turns 1 and 2. Johnson still fighting on the high side, trying to take 2nd back from Moody. Got the car to the outside. Oh, big contact. That may break Johnson's car. No caution. No caution. Hines gone by a 2nd. Moody in 2nd. Westfall's 3rd. Schmutz 4th. Thomason is 5th, and Ostendorf is in 6th. Johnson got the car down, got it rolled to the pits. go to the attention of his crew as we go to the white flag in heat number 2. Hines 1.3 seconds out in front of the field. And he is going to win the second heat. That'll give him a good starting spot for the feature. Moody trying to hang on. Westfall almost got there. Moody by 1/100th. Into second, Westfall third, then Schmutz, Thomason, Ostendorf, and Johnson. So, it's going to be warm-up time. Let's see who's hanging around. Send a message. He hadn't gone out there just yet. Let's grab Matt Westfall. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. Heck of a battle out there in that heat race. How's the track looking as we get ready for this feature? You got a copy of it, bud? You got me there? Matt?
Yeah.
Hey, you got me, buddy? How's the track?
Talking to me?
I was. How's the track looking as we get ready to fire into the feature here?
It's getting better. It's getting where you can roll the top or the bottom.
So we're
It's
looking
getting
at possible 2 lines of racing there?
Maybe.
All right, man. Well, what do you
Yeah,
think?
there.
Go ahead.
There I could get in on the top and cut under Moody, and I about got him there at the line. So it was, and then I could roll on the outside of him too, off of 2, so it wasn't too bad.
Very good. Well, 54 car in victory lane tonight.
Hope so.
All right, well, where are you going to be at? I know you said you're missing the next 2 races. Tell all the fans where you're going to be at racing, so if they want to come visit the legendary Matt Westfall, they can find you.
We're going to Phoenix this week and going to run Coca-Paw Friday, Saturday for the Western World, and then the following Saturday we're going to Paris for what used to be the Oval Nationals, but it's just a regular show this year. So, and then we'll end our season and get ready for Chili Bowl.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Good luck out there, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you on the podium at least at the end of the night.
All right, thank you.
That's Matt Westfall. Man of many words, as you heard. Always fun to talk to Matt. Was hoping to see him down here in Oklahoma last weekend, but all that daggone rain, and that just didn't pan out for anybody. They canceled that whole doggone event, so. I think our admins are getting ready to clear the racing surface. And I think they are getting ready to get this feature fired off here. I told everybody about the prize there, Mr. Nichols. I told the admins to tell everybody. Everybody's thumbs up on that. So thank you very much for your contributions as always. We'll get you the information hopefully by the end of the night, if not first thing tomorrow. Start checking messages from our admins. Yep, check. The admins are ready to go. So it looks like we're going to advance our session. We're going to get ready to head for the feature. 40 laps. tonight on the big track. We are going to get ready to start lining the cars up. This is what it will look like. Nathan Avasi, Ryan Hines on the front row, Colby Collins and Larry Moody in row 2. Stephen Lindow, row 3 inside, and he'll have Matt Westfall on the outside. So Westfall with a good starting spot. That is 3 of your top 5. Garrett Boyd, row 4 inside, he'll have Jacob Schmutz, another in your top 5 in points. In row number 4, Kevin Hanley, Scott Thomas in row 5. Buddy Ware, 3rd in the points right now. Starting 6th row inside, and he'll have Tom Ostendorf on his outside. And then I don't think that we are going to see Coluccio, but we will see Travis Johnson. So 14 were scheduled. We'll have 13 of them start. 40 laps for this feature. I know it seems like a long one, but I have a feeling these guys may go flag to flag here. And it'll go by pretty quick. So you got to get up and use the restroom probably to go under the pace laps, or you may not get a chance. Points leader on the pole. 5th in the points. Starting in the 3rd spot. 4th spot. 4th spot. Oh, 2nd in the points. Matt Westfall. He is starting in the 6th spot. Then Boyd is right there. Schmutz, another top 5 driver. He starts 8th, and Buddy Ware is in that 9th spot. So your top 5 in points are all right here inside the top 10 starting tonight. And I know Westfall is going to miss a couple of races, so he'll fall out of that top 5, unfortunately. We hate it when drivers miss, but he's got real world racing to go do, and wish him all the luck while he's down there in Arizona. Looks like maybe Kevin Hanley has scratched from this race. Yeah, Kevin Hanley, for whatever reason, has scratched, so he will not have a top 10 finish tonight. Unfortunate. So we're only going to end up with 12 drivers as we're ready to take the green right here. And get them fired out of turn number 4. Good start. Collins. Wow. Collins caught Hines sleeping, and he went from 3rd to 2nd right away. And that's a pretty big deal because you clear that guy. You don't have to tiptoe around turns 1 and 2 as hard. Get a look back here in the middle. Guys getting into one another. There's your caution. Watching that happen. Just happened to get on the 49 of Buddy Ware. He got down in the corner. And the 21 of Boyd was checked up for the 1 of Schmutz. He checked up and got a little tap from behind and got his car completely out of shape. There you go. You see that? And not really in the way of damage. Too much to talk about. He's going to be able to continue. He's just going to drop to the back. That'll get him a single file restart. Yeah, it is. This is a good track, and I kind of thought these guys might survive lap 1 and they could go flag to flag, but we had a little bumping and grinding and some checking up to do, and one tap too many. Should be a single file restart because they didn't get a lap in. That may cool things down just a little bit. This is Mr. Vinny talking to me over there on the YouTube. So we've got Facebook checking in, YouTube checking in, Twitch checking in. Do not forget this week, Thursday night, and I've got to get that arranged. I'm falling down on the job. We'll make that phone call when we get done here. I will not be here as I have to be out of town for the Netcode Esports Mighty Midgets, but I am going to get somebody to cover that. My fingers are crossed that I can talk my old buddy, K.R. Stolfus, into grabbing that show for me. But then we'll be back next Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So starting next Monday, full week of shows for you guys. We'll talk about that if we get another caution here. But green flag coming back out.
Green, green,
We
green.
will be back underway. Vossi grabbing the lead. Hines around the top side, or around the bottom side, trying to take the spot back from Collins. Collins just so good getting around the top. And he clears Hines. Here comes Moody. Mookie working down the inside. Trying to take third away from Hines. Couldn't get it done there. Here comes Lindau in the fifth spot. Westfall in sixth. Then Boyd, Schmutz, Johnson, Ostendorf, Thomason, and Ware both taking over. So we are down to 10 cars in this thing. That happened real quick. Scheduled for 14, starting with 13. That dropped to 12. Caution number 1. Now we're down 2. Vossi gets it in, runs it right up to the fluff in 3 and 4, gets the car rotated, fires it off the corner. If he stays up there very long, driver 15 is going to run him right on down, because he's been able to get that car a lane lower than everybody else all night long and get it a lot straighter and flatter right through the center of the corner. And he has been making up time on everybody through those exits. This time kind of running the same line as Vossi. These two have started to escape Ryan Hines' grip. Lindau got around Moody while we were watching the battle at the front. So Moody's back to 5th, and he's in jeopardy of Westfall finding a way around him. And Boyd right behind that is Schmutz right in tow. Jacob Schmutz working on hopes and dreams right now that his CPU will stay alive for this whole thing. He's got an overheating issue, and he's keeping cold air blowing directly on it because the liquid cooler is failing on that machine. So no radiator for the 1J. We need to get the day shaped up on that, man. Yeah, you know, Vinny, this is one of my favorite places. I love this track because it's so technical, the driver's track. And I kind of have figured out how to get around the bottom here pretty decently. And I did want to drive, but our buddy Zach Krieger is in EMT and firefighter training, and he had a class and or ride-along tonight that he needed to attend. And so I want that young man to succeed in life, and this is all pretend right here. So we'll get out the car, we'll cover the show, and he'll be back next week with us. So all right, now battle shaping up for the lead. And every time Collins just gets right up there and shows the nose, Vossi seems to find a little extra in the tank, and he'll just pull away and give. There's that cross the middle I was talking about. Collins closed up 2-3 car lengths right there. Let's go back. Hines in third, now getting a challenge from Lindau. Yeah, we need to start getting a date together and everything else so we can lock that in, make sure that we're good for that. I like doing it on Thanksgiving weekend, so gives me something to do. yeah, I need all the cheering I can get. This is a lonely place up here. Vattel still trying to form up here. Lindau was there once or twice, but he's not able to get alongside and force Hines to do anything. We'll go back a little further. Westfall and Schmutz as well as Moody in front of Boyd and Johnson. And this a pretty good little tussle right here. You can see Larry Moody right across the front of the 21 car, and he was just carrying that left front tire. It wasn't spinning at all. Okay. Well, then we'll try to pencil that in for that Thursday night and figure out what car we're going to do. And I know you said 200 laps. There's Tom Ostendorf back here. He is 10th. Scott Thomason off track. So 11th place on down. They are out of this thing. Still, Collins trying to get to Vossi. 15 down, 25 to go. We're closing in on that. Now Lindau is closed back in on Hines one more time for third. Westfall trying to stretch things out and get away from Schmutz. And Boyd now trying to work on Moody to get the spot back from him. And Johnson is right there trying to figure out which door is going to open so that he can hop right through it. Slider from Boyd. I don't know. I think he may have it this time as he's got the outside. That's where the momentum's at. So we're doing straight stocks again. I love that enduro race. So much fun. Moody is going to give up a spot here to Johnson. Now Johnson's going to focus on the rear end of the 21 car. Garrett Boyd for 7th. Schmutz still in tow, trying to chase down Westfall. These two got a lot of gap to make up. They want to get up there to 3rd and 4th. Vossi now really starting to drive away from Colby Collins. He's over a second out in front. The points leader trying to put a stranglehold on this thing midway through the season. Hines still holding off Lindau. Westfall, for the time being at least, is holding off Schmutz. Schmutz cut it down low. Not quite enough momentum. But I think he's close this time. If he can do the same thing next time, he might be able to pull alongside while these two are racing each other. Garrett Boyd is starting to creep back into this thing. He is just looking for a top 5 here tonight. There's the cut down, and once again, just enough momentum, and Westfall is able to hang on. Vossi now stretch it out to 1.6 seconds over Collins. Collins has about a full second over Hines, and Hines is just barely hanging on in front of Lindau. Kind of the same kind of battle you got going just behind that with Westfall and Schmutz. Now Boyd and Johnson. Boyd to the inside, Johnson to the top side. Johnson 7th, Boyd 8th, Moody 9th. Way past the halfway point now. Ow. Ooh. There goes Ostendorf's car into the infield. So it looks like Tom Ostendorf taking the 32 machine. The old start and park strategy. We'll see how that works out for him at the end of the night. 2.2 seconds for Vossi over Collins. Hines, another 1.2 seconds behind that in that 3rd spot. And Lindau still harassing the left rear corner on the 25 car. He just cannot find a way to get around him. Westfall, couple of car lengths out in front of Schmutz in this one. Will break in under the 15 to go mark. 14 this time. And about half a track behind the 73 of Larry Moody. Garrett Boyd right in front of that as he has given up a lot of ground to Johnson, who is in 7th. Schmutz still 6th. He's losing ground. Caution, caution, caution. Lindau. And, uh-oh, what happened here? He went for it on the top side. Down the back stretch. Oh, Collins got it out of shape, and Lindau found him. And Lindau is the one sitting sideways with company coming. So Collins got the car out of shape. Really had to get on the binders to save it. Lindau come popping into the picture after just clearing Hines out of turn 2. Hopefully there is no damage. It looks like that left front might be just a tad on the bent side. I don't know if that's what he hit him with. It looked like it was towed in when he was coming up the straightaway. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because of that camber they've got on it, but it looked like it was towed in just a little bit. So we got her down to 13 laps to go with a good 26, 27 lap run. Vossi was 2 1/4 seconds out in front. That's all he raced. But he still has the lead. Collins the second. Hines, Westphal, Schmutz, Boyd, Johnson, Moody, Lindau. That's your 9 cars on track. Ostendorf, Thomason, Ware, Coluccio, and Hanley. All out of this one. Well, he ain't the points leader by accident, I don't think, Mr. Vinny. He's been performing very well all season long. So they'll go back double file. Lights off on the pace truck, so we're going to get ready. Go back to green. Anywhere inside the start box, and I think Collins is trying to get the roll and time him up. Vossi with a good start. Collins was almost alongside, and that might have changed that entry line right there, but now Collins going to try to use the wide momentum exit, and just not quite enough, I don't think. If he don't clear him here in 3 and 4, Vossi may try to set sail on him. He gets up the hill. Oh, those two are going to have contact. That is not going to be good.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And that is the peril of restarts, because that rear end knocked completely out of Vossi's car, and that is going to put him on the hook. So our third caution, we had a caution on lap 1. We had a caution just a couple of laps ago, maybe even a lap ago. And now we've had our second on the restart. Both of them on the restarts. So now that everything's kind of sorted out, looks like Westphal, Heinz, Schmutz, Johnson, Boyd, Moody, Lindau. 7 cars left, 13 laps to go. Going to be 12 when we take the green. Single file on that restart. Pretty good start at the front. Looked like we had a little bit of a wonk at the back. with Lindau back there. So Westfall and Schmutz 1-2. Hines now falls to third. Johnson trying to work the high side and take third away. Final podium spot from Mr. Hines. He got a good run down the backstretch. All that momentum carried him right into turn 3, and he goes right around the high side. Puts himself on the podium. Hines back to the 4th spot. Boyd is still 5th. Then Moody and Lindau. Everybody nice and tight here. We're down to 10 to go. And Matt Westfall starting to stretch things out on Jacob Schmutz. Travis Johnson closing in on the 1J. We're going to see if we got anything in the 4th on back cars. Maybe somebody get up here and make a challenge, try to grab a podium spot. Hines is hanging on. Boyd goes to the top shelf, almost right out to the fence. He is right at the edge of that fluff out there. Big run down the front stretch. He's going to go to the inside. No slider as Hines covered the center of the track. Go back to the front. Schmutz still giving chase to Westfall, and Johnson wasn't able to get around him just yet. 7 laps remaining. Coming close to the end of this one. Been a little bit of a war of attrition. Colby Collins back onto the track, 3 laps down. You catch the back of the pack here. Not sure why he took it into the infield, stayed for 3 laps, but he's back on the racing surface and trying to make something of it. Schmutz still second. Johnson still third. Boyd is almost caught up. Now he's in the clutches of Hines. Oh, and he and Hines are going to get together. Everybody's going to get in this. They're all going to save it. Boyd slow. Moody was up top. Got hit by Collins. And now Moody's car stuck. That was an ugly situation. A couple of cars bumped. Everybody was probably going to get those pretty straight. And now the battle for second. Johnson got his nose back to the inside. Wasn't able to do anything with it as Schmutz able to fend him off and hang on. We're coming around. It'll be 2 to go this time. Westfall out of 4. He sees the popsicle sticks first. Pretty good battle right here for second place Johnson. Man, if he could just get a bite right there, he could probably pull alongside. Schmutz keeping him down on the inside, trying to keep him out of the tacky patches. Not enough bite. White flag. One more time around Matt Westfall, the 54 car. Needs to complete half a lap, pick up the win here. Watching the battle for second and third. Matt Westfall's going to win this thing. Who's going to come home second? It looks like Jacob Schmutz is going to hang on. Travis Johnson in third. Ryan Hines, Steve Lindau. 4th and 5th behind that. So we'll bring them around here on the front stretch. We'll try to talk to the top 3 tonight. They'll get them nestled right up in there. Let's get Travis Johnson up here and chat with him. Travis Johnson, got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, interesting little race out there on the big track. How was it for the feature tonight?
It was pretty good. It started deep in the field. I had some bad luck in the heat race, but just tried to keep my nose clean and work my way up to the field.
Yeah, definitely hard charger. 11 spots improved. Looks like a 14th place start and a 3rd place finish. This place is pretty technical. There's only so many places that a guy can run to find some grip, and it looked like everybody was moving all around. Where was your car the best this evening?
It felt really good around the top. Jacob, he was making it hard to get around. I was trying to do everything, trying to diamond it, trying to enter low and trying to exit high, but I just couldn't get around him. But overall, good race. Really not a big fan of this track, honestly, but it is what it is.
Well, an awesome run tonight, man. I'm sure you got some shout-outs and thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, I want to thank Larry for inviting me to run with you guys and having a blast doing it. Seems like really Monday's the only night I get to get on here and run with you guys, so I appreciate you guys having me.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we always enjoy having you on Monday nights. We'll look forward to seeing you back here next week.
Yep, look forward to next Monday. Thank you.
Travis Johnson finishing in 3rd tonight. Let's get ready to talk to our 2nd place finisher, and Jacob Schmutz. Jacob Schmutz, you got a comment?
Yes, sir.
Kind of tough sledding out there for quite a while, and then you really had to defend your position the last few laps, man. Take us through those after the last restart.
Oh man, it was tough. I thought I had a pretty decent lead on 3rd there for a while, and I seen Travis poke his nose down underneath me, so I said, well, if I want to maintain this, I better make my way down there and block it off for him.
Yeah, it looked like the track changed quite a bit. Guys were searching around, and you were one of the guys that was able to kind of move around a little bit. Just keep looking for the tacky, or were you just picking a line and whatever happened?
Kind of both. I got that diamond line, and I was catching Matt there before we got to 1 and 2, or position 1 and 2, and I thought I was gaining coming off the corner and getting into that tacky stuff, and that last restart, I can never run him back down.
Well, an awesome run, man. 2nd place tonight should help you in the points with Vossi going out early. I know Westfall's going to miss a couple of weeks, and Ware did not have a good finish this evening. So when we come back next Monday, the points may be all kinds of, or in 2 Mondays, the points may be all kind of shook up. What do you think about that?
I'm excited. I was kind of dreading coming into this race because the Williams Grove is probably one of my worst tracks.
All right, man, give us some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Well, I'd like to thank Dark Horse Racing, or Dark Horse Setups and Graphics, TCM, BSB, and my wife, my kids. All pretty fun. They let me do this every Monday night.
All right, man. Well, we know you were out there running around on borrowed time. Get that CPU deal fixed so that you don't have to worry about this stuff from here on out the rest of the season.
Yeah, it sounds like I got 2 weeks to get it fixed.
No, next Monday. But with Westfall and
next
going, that's
Monday?
when the points will really start to shake up for you. So, all right, man. Well, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for chatting with us tonight, and see you next week.
All right, and the league. Thanks for the league, Roger. It's been a pretty good run.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jacob Schmutz finishing in 2nd tonight, and now we're going to move on to the 54 car. We talked to him in the warm-up, asked him what he thought, and no broadcaster's curse. He takes that thing and parks it in victory lane. Matt Westfall, pretty impressive run tonight.
Thank you. I've been doing this a little more, so I'm getting a little better, I think. But no, it was good. The track was good. You could run the bottom, the top. It was a good race, and I just need to thank Tim Sims for helping us out and having fun on this iRacing deal, and that's about it.
Well, he is now obligated to bring you back a World Finals T-shirt. So you may go right ahead and reach out to Tim and tell him your T-shirt size and all that, because that'll save me from having to do it. and then if it gets messed up, I know for a fact you know where that guy lives. So,
Yeah, that's for sure.
But an awesome run, man, with just a few weeks to go, and I know you're going to miss a couple. You probably were going to take over the points lead, so next Monday, in your absence, you'll probably be the points leader. It's got to be a little bittersweet.
Yeah, I never thought I'd done that good. But these cars to me are the coolest cars on here. You got to drive them. I mean, you can't just stand on the gas. So it's pretty fun to drive them.
Well, an awesome run, man. Give us some shout-outs. Give us some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate that big win before you hit the road.
All right, just got to thank Tim Sims and Ryan Hines did my graphic stuff for me, and that's about it. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks, Matt. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yep. Thank you. See ya.
Matt Westfall, your winner this evening. Let's take a look at our results real quick before we get out of here tonight. Westfall wins it. Schmutz was second. Johnson in third. Hines finishes fourth. Ran steady. Top 3, 4 all night long. Holds on at the end. Lindau recovers to fifth after a late spin. Boyd sixth. Moody seventh. Vossi, your points leader, started on the pole, led all but about the last 7 laps of this, and he DNFs there, about 13, I guess. He DNFs there, and that'll change the points a little bit. Ostendorf in ninth. Ware, Thomason, Collins, Hanley, and Coluccio rounding out the 14-car field. Not a huge field of cars, but still a decent race. They only had 4 cautions tonight. A lot of action. This big track, those big heavy cars, pretty good show for the guys. They'll be at Kern County next week, so make sure you mark your calendars and tune in for that. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to cover it. Without all the great leagues, there's nothing for us to cover. So, as always, thanks to everyone for giving us the opportunity. Till we see you again.